So here's the whole sentence for the phrase broke down to give it a little bit more context.
Mhm.
I had huge expectations for this album, but when it finally released and it wasn't received as well as I'd hoped, I completely broke down.
Mm, okay.
So he made an album. He thought it was great. It went out and it just really wasn't as good as he had wanted. And so
Mm,
he, as a result, he broke down.
okay, gotcha. I think I can guess the meaning of the phrase, but yeah,
Yeah, I think you probably can too. And especially when you have it in context of what he said before that. Um,
exactly.
so, will you read the part in green before we talk about the definition?
Sure. It wasn't received as well as I'd hoped, but I completely broke down.
Yeah.
He didn't say but, right?
I don't think he did.
Okay, so I completely broke down. Okay,
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
completely broke down.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the word but were in there, it would indicate something kind of different.
Right.
I like vanilla ice cream, but you like chocolate ice cream.
Gotcha.
Whereas he's saying this happened. And so it wasn't in contrast because it wasn't received, he broke down.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it means to become very upset and perhaps even lose control of your emotions and maybe even your actions, usually because something bad has happened.
Mm.
So, I mean, you can kind of think of the analogy maybe of a car
Mm-hmm.
that breaks down. So it stops working
Oh, okay.
for one reason or another, engine trouble, flat tire, whatever. But in this situation, it's something that maybe you felt really strongly about and it didn't happen the way that you wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just broke down, kind of like a
Mm-hmm.
car. You just quit running.
Gotcha. I mean, it sounds like it may similar to um disappointed.
Very disappointed.
Okay, very not just okay, very disappointed.
But I think you could say like I was disappointed the album wasn't received the way I'd hoped.
Okay.
But that indicates you still function
Mm-hmm.
where you still go about your day-to-day things, whereas broke down means like, wow, you just kind of stopped.
Okay.
You couldn't get past it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She broke down when she learned she'd been fired from her job.
Wow.
Right. So if you're not expecting it and somebody fires you, lets you go, I mean, that could be a cause for like you just like big time depression,
Right.
not just
Wow.
really disappointment, but disappointment or depression so much that you just kind of quit functioning.
Okay.
Okay, so your turn. Will you read the example sentence?
Sure. She broke down when she learned she would fired from her job.
She'd been fired, right?
She'd been fired. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, gosh, I almost hate to ask, have you ever been fired from a job?
Fortunately, not yet, or it won't happen. Yeah, but yeah, I never. You?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. I
I
mean,
mean,
it'd
I've
be
chosen to leave jobs, but I've never been asked to leave.
exactly. I mean, it would be so different experience if I
Oh,
heard, oh, I got fired. I have to go. But then,
I would break down.
exactly. 시간이 없어서 영어를 연습할 환경이 안 돼서 자꾸 영어 실력이 줄고만 있는 것 같아서 고민이신가요? 여러분도 이제 미국 원어민 선생님과 50분간 100% 영어로 진행하는 수업을 통해서 조금 더 정확하고 자연스러운 영어를 배울 수 있습니다. 저처럼 여러분들도 하실 수 있어요. 고민하지 마시고 지금 바로 시작해보세요.
So, some synonyms, just a couple. I lose it or fall apart.
음,
I completely lost it, which
okay.
it isn't like, I can't find my pencil. It's lost it like, I lost control of emotions and feelings,
음,
and I completely fall apart
it's kind of
or
like a
fell in
mental
that sense,
status.
fell apart. Yeah,
Okay.
just mentally, like, You're not literally losing your hands, your arms, or anything, but you just like fall apart.
Okay.
So, can you think of a situation or circumstance where you can use broke down?
I'm not sure whether, this one is correct or not, but here's my sentence.
Okay, let's hear it, and I'll tell you.
I started it. Oh, why is so hard to pronounce the past tense of the verb start?
Started.
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 Okay, I started
There
breaking
you go.
down when I found out I had lost my passport at the airport.
Oh, okay. So be careful you don't break down today.
I will.
And I hope you don't lose your passport at the airport in the future.
Oh, yeah. Then it would be really that serious problem or
Yeah,
situation. Yes.
you would be in a really tough situation. You haven't ever lost it, have you?
I never, thank God. Yeah, not yet. Hopefully
Yeah,
ever.
don't say not yet. Just say, and I
Knock
don't
on
plan to. Yeah.
knock on
Knock
wood.
on wood.
Yes, here or here. Yes.